Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is BIPN, Channel 105, News at 11, coming at you with breaking news.
A body was found on the UCSD campus east of York Hall. This clip was just found at the crime scene.
Oh gosh, I think I was doing frog experiments in York Hall when the frog escaped, the killer frog. And if anybody is watching this, my name is Rebecca Monte, and it was the frog that killed me. It was the frog. Ah!
Preliminary toxicology reports indicate that the victim was found dead from widespread edema, which was caused by fatal amounts of sodium nitroprusside.
We have Dr. Dmitry Roskanov here to explain.
Thank you, Miss Svetlana. So, sodium nitroprusside breaks down nitric oxide, which then activates guanylyl cyclase, causing GTP to be converted into cGMP. This then activates protein kinase G, which causes intracellular calcium levels to decrease, causing smooth muscle relaxation and thus vasodilation. By Poiseuille's law, vasodilation causes the radius to increase, causing a decrease in resistance. And by Ohm's law, a decrease in resistance increases the drip rate. Also, by Starling's law of fluid balance, the hydrostatic pressure in the capillaries increases, increasing the value of phi, and this causes the fluid to flow from the capillaries into the tissues. Thank you. And now back to Miss Svetlana.
The number one suspect at this time is Mr. F. Rogg, who recently escaped from York Hall.
If you've heard or seen anything about the victim, please don't hesitate to call the number on the screen. And now for a quick word from our sponsors.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Do you want to decrease your drip rate? Do you want to be more cuddly? Then we have just the product for you.
You need acetylcholine while decreasing your drip rate. Become the huggable, lovable person you always wanted to be. This just in, another UCSD student has been found dead at York Hall. Gwendolyn is on the scene with details.
Thank you, Svetlana. I'm here at the scene of the crime with details. As you can see, this poor student was studying for her BIPN 105 final exam when the serial killer struck again. Our preliminary reports indicate that she died from a lethal dose of L-NAME and acetylcholine. Now, on to our chief medical examiner for details.
Why, thank you, Gwen. Hello, everyone, once again. Upon administration of L-NAME, NO synthase is inhibited, thus preventing the creation of guanylyl cyclase. Then GTP cannot make cGMP, and therefore protein kinase G is inhibited and a change is not made in the blood vessels. Acetylcholine follows a different pathway than L-NAME. It does not affect nitric oxide, and therefore a different pathway is shown here. Acetylcholine follows the GQ pathway by binding to the M3 acetylcholine receptor, and by the following pathway, intracellular calcium levels increase, thus causing muscle contraction and vasoconstriction. Following Poiseuille's law, vasoconstriction causes the radius to decrease and the resistance to increase. By Ohm's law, resistance increases and thus the flow rate decreases. Also, by Starling's law, the hydrostatic pressure inside the capillaries decreases, and therefore the fluid tends to stay inside the capillaries and does not flow into the tissues as indicated by a decrease in phi. And back to you.
This has been Gwendolyn
And Svetlana.
from BIPN Channel 105 News at 11. Have a safe evening, everyone.